This presentation is on medication safety and is aimed at educating parents, grandparents, healthcare providers, and childcare providers on where children find medications, safe medication storage, and what to do if a child ingests medication not prescribed to them. This information is brought to you by Safe Kids Grand Forks in conjunction with the University of North Dakota Nursing Department. The problem of medication poisoning in children is very prevalent within the United States. Each year, 59,000 children are brought to the emergency department for medication poisoning. That's about one child every 10 minutes.
When people think of medications, they often only consider those that come in pill bottles prescribed by a doctor, but there are a lot of other products that are also considered medications. For example, diaper rash creams, medication patches, eye and ear drops, and vitamins as well. Here's a visual of medications compared to other items around your house that you might not realize how similar they actually are, especially in the eyes of children. For example, grape juice and Listerine mouthwash, Gatorade and nail polish remover, Smarties and Tums, and liquid Tylenol and grape juice, to name a few. Here's another visual comparing different candy to medications. As you can see, it can be very hard to differentiate between the two sometimes, which is why it is super important to recognize what should be stored safely. The most common places children are finding medications are on the ground, in a purse, bag, or wallet, lying on the counter, dresser, table, or nightstand, stored in a pill box, or in an accessible cabinet or drawer.
All medication and vitamins should always be kept up and away, out of the child's reach, and out of sight. The following ways can help. Store medication in a safe location that is too high for young children to reach or see. Never leave medicine or vitamins out on a kitchen counter or at a sick child's bedside, even if you're going to give them the medication again in a few hours. Always relock the safety cap on a medicine bottle. If it has a turning lock cap, twist it until you hear the click or cannot twist it anymore. Tell children what medication is and why you must be the only one to give it to them. Never tell children that medication is candy so that they'll take it, even if your child does not like his or her medication. Remind babysitters, house guests, and visitors to keep purses, bags, and coats that have medication in them up and away and out of sight when they are in the home.
When it comes to safely throwing away your medication, here are ways to do so. You can utilize medication take-back programs. These are locations around your community that take unused medication and properly dispose of them as to not impact the environment or to be accessed by individuals who the medication is not prescribed to. If you want to dispose of medication at home, you can put unused medication in a plastic bag and add water and other additional materials such as coffee grounds or cat litter to make medication less appealing to avoid unintentional consumption by children.
To help remember medications that are no longer in view, you can use the following. Write a note to yourself and put the note somewhere you will see it. For example, on the family bulletin board, on the refrigerator, on the bathroom mirror, or next to your keys. Set a daily reminder for yourself. For example, you could send yourself an email or set an alarm on your watch or smartphone. Take your medication or vitamins at the same time every day to get into a routine. And finally, you can use a medication log to keep track of each time you give or take a medication.
If accidental consumption of medication occurs, it is important to know who to call. If you know or suspect a child has ingested medication not intended for them, and they are awake and alert, you can call the poison control number. This number is 1-800-222-1222. It is a good idea to have this number saved in your phone for easy access in case of such incident. If a child is not alert or not breathing, call 911 immediately. To educate children on how to handle medication safely, here are some ways you can teach them. Explain to children that medication is not candy, even though it may look like it. Tell children that if they find medication on the ground, to alert an adult present. Tell a child that when taking medication, there should always be an adult present. And finally, if they did unintentionally consume medication or medication they did take made them feel worse, don't be scared to tell an adult. And now it's time to test your knowledge and the information you have learned about medication safety. Take our quiz to see what you know.